streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, but do both.
I mean, hobby content is actually not very easy. Hobby content is quite hard. It's quite zoomed out today. I kind of like it. I like it quite zoomed out. Oh, so, I don't know. He always streams on a Friday, so that's probably why. Yeah, he probably should be painting if he's got a tournament tomorrow. Good evening, people. How are you? How are you wonderful human beings doing on this Friday evening? Welcome to 40k after. I still haven't called it Warhammer after dark. It's still called 40k after dark. But it's Friday, isn't it? End of the week. Finally, we're at the end of the week. We've been out for the day. We've visited a place in the UK called Cheddar Gorge. They do, in fact, make cheddar there. We couldn't find Cheddar George.
Well, we found Cheddar Man.
Found Cheddar Man, not Cheddar George.
And we both think they missed a trick to say George Cheddar lives at Cheddar Gorge.
So Cheddar Man is a skeleton that was found in the caves at Cheddar Gorge, who is, strictly speaking, well, at the time they made the video at least, was the oldest skeleton, or oldest near-complete skeleton they've ever found of a person in the British Isles. Yeah. So arguably is the oldest Brit they've ever found.
I think it was
10,000 years ago.
The skeleton is
10,000. I don't know how when they found the skeleton, but it's
1903.
10,000 years ago they reckon they found it. So
yeah.
10,000 years ago they reckon he existed. So volume seems low. What if I shout a bit louder at you? Ah! Does that help? Does that help? I did. Maybe turn yours up because I haven't touched anything. So I feel like it's probably a you problem. So yeah, so we went and saw. Lucis is nearer as well, so I think everything looks fine. We went and did that. That was interesting. That was fun. But did I engorge myself on cheddar? No, because cheddar is full of fat. We have got some fancy cheddar because there's no way I can cut out cheese. That would depress me.
I was talking about this a moment ago when we were trying to get pregnant with Ben, and I couldn't get pregnant, and I was, how old was I? 26, I think. About 26. I went to my doctor and I was like, I should have had 1 million babies by now. Why aren't I pregnant?
Yeah.
And he said that when you have PCOS, how your body converts sugar from any food source is what becomes your enemy. So the easiest thing to cut down on is dairy. Don't cut it out because that just makes life fucking miserable. Just cut it down. And then I can't remember where my weight was, but I got down to about 72 kilos and then boom, got pregnant.
Yeah.
So dairy is really hard because the second you say you can't have it or you can't have as much of it.
Well, also there is an amount of it that's also good for you. So
yeah, definitely. It's got there's a thing in dairy that's unique to dairy.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us on this fine Friday evening. I have turned both mics up a little bit because a couple of updates have happened to things like OBS since Wednesday. And when those sort of updates happen, it does fuck around with levels and stuff. So I've turned it up a little bit. Let me know if you think it sounds better. Anywho, thank you so much for joining us, like I said, on this fine Friday. If you haven't already and you feel so compelled, hit those magical buttons for us. Hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Smash subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that bell notification icon if you want to be notified when we go live or drop a new video. Alternatively, if you want to be notified when we go live or drop a new video, the other thing you can do is become a member of the Great Hall. And if you want other people to be notified when we go live or drop a new video or schedule a stream, you can gift members like Big Bad Stu Will, that before we were even live on camera, gifted 5 of the finest Great Hall memberships. Thank you so much, Stu, for gifting 5 memberships. Luce now realises she has to reach for a notepad so she can write down all the hat trick based stuff.
I am going to challenge myself from now until Christmas, when we do our last stream of 2024, to keep all of the hat trick people.
Okay.
And then
on
our last stream, hopefully I'll then have a nice little catalogue of people who have hat tricked us, and we can say a great big thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so you can do that. Also, you can get involved with the stream tonight if you want to by hitting that little $ next to the chat box and sending us a big colourful postcard, aka Super Chat. We call them postcards because I fucking hate the name Super Chat. Don't like that name at all. I don't like Super Chat.
Why?
It's weird. I find it weird. I like to say thanks for the dono rather than super chat, like a donation, because it's a donation. Super chat sounds like it's definitely an American name for a thing, isn't it?
Darling,
super chat.
Are you evolving and
super
you're now uncomfortable with how some things sit?
Just getting old and grumpy.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. That's what's going on.
Are we going to have a back in my day story tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in my day. Well, actually, interestingly, the topic of the stream, I had a conversation with another creator this week who was like, do you ever feel like sometimes it's not worth it and giving up? I was like, yeah, constantly. Always. It's fucking hard. The career is fucking hard work. And we had this conversation. I was like, a lot of people think that the job's really fucking easy because you see this bit, right? And that's all you see. The drinking me being on camera for 90 minutes on a Friday evening, and then the being on camera for 90 minutes on a Wednesday, and etc. etc. And that's the only bit that you really see. Most of you know, the Thanes get a little bit of an extra peek behind the curtain. And actually, the career path, this is a very stressful and difficult career path. But although it's stressful, I don't want you to be like, oh, Liam, it sucks. It doesn't suck. I love it, but it is a stressful and difficult career path. Not stressful to the point where it's going to make me unwell. There is a level of stress that I think is still acceptable and borderline healthy.
Does it offer a level of sort of mental stimulation that you weren't finding?
Yeah. So if we, yes, in essence, we'll get onto that. There's certain parts of the career that's really difficult. This is one of those parts. The first week or two of each month is also horrific because you're like this. My mind, the little gremlins in my mind, always go. This is the month where they stop donating, they stop super chat, they stop gifting memberships.
Oh,
right?
The other shoe is going to fall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all going to stop. I'm ready for that bubble to burst. It's going to burst this month. So the first 2 weeks are really stressful because if the bubble bursts, if it all does stop, I'm like, how do we keep paying the bills? That's going to be an interesting problem.
Well, we do have a contingency plan.
Sell the children.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep the dog because she's the favourite.
Yeah, absolutely.
But sell the children.
So that's like a stress that's attached to it, for example, that's never going to be avoided and it's never going to be sort of circumvented. It's just going to exist unless we ever get to a point where it continues to grow and it continues to grow and it gets to the point where base revenue stops being a problem. But I feel like it's never going to be there because if it continued to grow, I don't want to be a person who's like, Joe's still on terrible money. He's on average, but you know he's still on not as much as he could be, and everyone else is a volunteer, and I'm sat in a mansion. I'm not that person. So I feel like if the base revenue actually grew, we'd be bringing staff in, and so that stress kind of goes with it because then because if you bring people in and you start paying more wages and all that kind of stuff, then you need to make more money, right, to cover that off, and then you've got the stress of actually if it all goes wrong, not only is it my bills that don't get paid, but it's all their bills as well that doesn't get paid. So. So I had this conversation.
Stu.
What? So I had this conversation with this creator who was like, do you find sometimes that you just want to give it up? I was like, yeah, I do, absolutely. I absolutely do find that sometimes my brain's like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Should I just fucking jack this in and go and get? I mean, you've seen my my career path and what my CV looks like. I could go and get a reasonably good job and we'd be okay. And so, like, I do think about that frequently. And I think sometimes it's also healthy to have that on your mind because it kind of keeps you on your toes a little bit. And it's like, and I often find that it causes me to sit and reflect a little bit. So conversations like this cause me to sit and reflect and think to myself, like, actually, would I actually give it up? Like, would I actually really give it up?
Sometimes I do wonder whatever happened to all those people who asked me for directions.
That was not worth the laugh that you gave it.
Yes, it was.
No. Thank you, Stu, for the 10. You're a hero.
I can just imagine him with a cup of tea, pondering out the window on a Disney Tuesday.
But not this month.
Thank you so much, Caroline Marzi, for the 10 as well. You people are amazing. You're heroes.
Whatever happened to that lovely couple who were just looking for the nearest petrol station?
So often it causes me to sit and kind of reflect, and I'm like, I was thinking about this week after having this conversation, and that's why the stream of the title of the stream is the title of the stream, because I even said to you, like, if things get more expensive, because the country, I mean, depending on who comes into power, who knows what's going to happen after the general election, and some things will get more expensive and some things will get cheaper, and taxes might go up, and who knows? And if things got all more expensive for everybody, that means that my taxes go up and potentially your taxes go up and you have less disposable. I said to Luz, I said, well, I'd just go and get a job because I would. Because
the real kick in the vagina was when I went, I don't mind getting a job at Morrison's, and then the hand comes over onto my knee because you were driving and you were like, oh, babe, well, the thing is, what I can bring in because of my history and what you can bring in because of your history, it's just financially better if I go, motherfucker!
It's not meant to be like condescending, but But I was like, yeah, and I'll get a day job. We'd lose. I said this categorically. I said we'd lose the Liam and Joe shows, and then I just have to work Monday to Friday and stream in the evenings. And I was like, that was like a little bing eureka moment.
There you go. Like you're not giving it up.
Like my little eureka moment was I'd get a day job and I'd just stream in the evenings. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, that was my default. Wasn't I stop streaming and get a job? My default was I'll get a day job and stream in the evenings. And I've come to realise that this is a career. Yeah, it's a job. Yeah, sometimes it's stressful. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't quite go right. Yeah, sometimes the numbers aren't where I'd like them to be. But actually, ultimately, the reason why I do this, and I think the reason why actually a lot of creators do this, isn't, especially in our space, in our niche, our market, and our tiny little world of Warhammer. I think the reason why a lot of people in that tiny little world do this job is very simply because they fucking love it, and no other reason. They just love it. They enjoy it. They love it. And it was a real lovely little moment where I was like, well, I wouldn't quit doing it. I think the revenue could go to zero, and I'd probably keep doing this. Well, actually, if the revenue went to zero, it'd be a problem because I have a studio and stuff, and a Joe and things like that. But yeah, so I felt like it was quite a wholesome moment, and I felt quite like, I just fucking love streaming, even though it's a job, right? So, and there's a big thank you to you lot as well, because like I was having a chat with Mini Wargaming Dave this morning about stuff and things, and we often wander off on little journeys and talk about things and ideas and concepts and etc. And part of that conversation with him today, it was like, actually, a lot of creators, I think what they need to do, Asbo's back.
I know, I saw.
Back as a thing. He's just bang, flopped his big dick on the table early on in the stream.
in the membrane.
He is. Thank you, Asbo, so much.
Insane in the brain.
The Thainship, sir. Get yourself back in WhatsApp, you glorious, beautiful human being. What was I saying? Yeah. So I was talking about, and I said to Dave, there's a lot of creators need to pull their egotistical heads out of their arses and realise it's not about them. They might be the face on camera. They might be the person even the channel's named after, for example.
10 minutes and not a hint of cheddar. Poor show.
They might even, thank you so much, Castle T. They might even be the thing the channel's named after, like this one. But guess what? Without all you people, it literally doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So it's all right being the ego and being like, I'm a creator. I get 140 people watching. I get 500 people watching. I get 1,000 people watching. But actually, when people don't turn up to the show, when the audience doesn't turn up, when the community doesn't engage with each other, it flat fucking doesn't.
Yeah, I'm just testing it.
It flat fucking doesn't exist. So not only did I have this little revelation today that I was like, I really fucking love this, but I also had this revelation today that you lot are really fucking awesome, and so that's why the stream title exists. I don't actually think I can ever quit this.
Our boat didn't even make it to the turnaround. We still had to swim it out and carry it back. Lol. Big yerp.
Thank
Plenty
you so
of
much,
fun.
Joe, for the 10. You legend. Love you, Joe. Colin, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, up to 11, already in double digits. You're amazing. But yeah, so, that was it, basically. Nothing more than that. It's a Friday night stream. If you're new here, by the way, if you're new to the Great Hall, new to our streamings, and you're here like, I'm going to come and listen to Liam talk about 40k all night on a Friday. Fucking wrong show.
Yeah, you're in the wrong room.
Wrong show. It's not going to happen. We're going to chat bollocks. I'll drink mead. I'll probably get a bit slurry because I haven't had dinner yet. And that's what's going to happen tonight. But I was just feeling really like kind of... Actually, I do this because it's a job, and there is a stress because I need to pay the bills. But actually, the main reason why I do what I do, because it conceivably, there's a couple of times in the last, I don't know, couple of months where we could have just cancelled a stream, and I've gone ahead and done it anyway.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of reasons. One is because I feel like I have a job to do, but two, it's because I really fucking love it. I just really enjoy sitting here talking to you twats. So I just arrived, and apparently I'm fucking awesome. You are, Hamish. You are. You all are. All of you. You're all incredible, because without you lot, it's like a fucking hellstorm stream, and there's no one there.
I think it's important that when you have your days where you sort of look at the computer and your head's in your hands, because whether you've got a headache or you didn't sleep very well or whatever else, and you think, no, I'm doing it. I'm not just going to cancel just because I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Oh yeah, it's super important, I think. I think sometimes they're the days that make or break.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes there's a difference between creators who do really fucking love it and people that have got to a point where it has become a job and perhaps has become a bit mundane. And I'm very lucky. I feel like I'm very lucky at the moment that I'm still just enjoying myself all the time.
I think it's also about finding the joy in what you have. Because you can say there's always someone worse off, and there always is.
There is always someone. There almost always is someone worse off, yes.
But instead of comparing your misery, why don't you look at what you've got and find the joy in what you've got?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's whenever I've been in a really shit job because there was nothing else going, I'm not qualified for anything else, finding the joy in it has actually turned the whole thing around in the past. And then I've started to make friends at work instead of keeping myself to myself because this is shit, this is bullshit. I've found the joy in what I've got. And then you do all of a sudden go, how lucky am I that I get to do this? I don't have to do this, I get to do this.
Yeah, well, that's where, I mean, I get to do it. I do have to do it now because it is my job, but I also get to do it. And I'm very lucky to be able to get to do this as a job. And I like to think that, I reckon every single week I consider myself lucky to be doing this.
Yeah.
And I reckon that's another part of why I don't just cancel streams.
No.
Because I'm like, I'm lucky to do this. For some people, warning, might sound a bit like an ego, but for some people at least, we are their weekly entertainment. And so I often feel like I have a duty to turn up and be the weekly entertainment or the evening entertainment because it's what we've set ourselves up to be. Like, but by streaming every single evening, Monday to Friday, we've literally set ourselves up to be the evening entertainment on purpose. I've purposely tried to saturate content and be like, we're live every night, chat. Every night at 7:30, apart from Fridays where we're an hour later, we're live every single night, chat. You can literally chin off fucking Netflix and watch us all week in the evenings after work. We've done this on purpose. This is a purposeful move. But it's also because I really fucking like streaming.
Yeah.
So, like, I have to sometimes be like, no, Liam, you don't need an extra show on a Sunday. You don't need that.
No, I'm saying no.
No.
I'm protecting our days off because if you just work and work and work, then I will grow to resent it. And I don't want to be there.
Absolutely. And I'm in the same place. Like, Sundays is my day off, and I'm currently purposefully avoiding weekend streaming, with the exception of maybe like big releases like new 40k on new AOS, for example, or studio launch, for sake of argument, right? Because that's big occasions, so it's a bit different. But it's not because I'm like, I need to grind more. It's because, one, I like working, and two, I love fucking streaming. So, yeah, I came away from that conversation feeling a bit sorry for a person who's like, I've almost just like made a video saying I'm quitting and I can't do it anymore. And genuinely be like, I'm really sad someone's got to that place. It's sad, but I can understand how, because it is hard. We put in a lot of work. We put in often a lot of work for not as big a return as we would like.
Who was it that...
I'm not going to name names.
Oh, okay.
People don't need to know who that is. And then talking to Dave about audiences and stuff, and the fact that streamers are nothing without audiences, which is true. And I just sat there and I was like, I don't think I'd ever want to stop doing this. Like, even when it gets really shit and the revenue's down and the streams are bad and I haven't got anything to talk about, and I'm like,
my god, we're gonna have a generation of YouTubers in the care homes.
yeah, with little stream setups in their little rooms. But yeah, like, even like we have a membership target every single day, right? For 5 days a week typically, and I secretly have a super chat target, and like sometimes we go live. Liam and Joe show on Tuesday, for example. I'll be honest with you. Liam and Joe show on Tuesday. Actually, I'm keen to hear your thoughts, chat, if you were there. Liam and Joe show on Tuesday was a complete fucking disaster. 30 members, about fucking 25 quid in super chats. That's not a good show for us. That's a bad show. But we enjoyed the conversation at least. And I do often come away from that going, that was a complete disaster. But we did have a good chat. Joe and I enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll take the positives from it because we did enjoy the conversation. But we do need to look at why was it such a disaster. It's quite likely, actually, that faction-focused stuff on AOS that's well out of date because it happened a week ago is bad content. That's reasonable. We're not going to stop the Liam and Joe show. But sometimes when you have a really bad stream, it can be really easy to go, this isn't fucking worth it. So much effort goes in and then no one turns up or no one like supports it or whatever. It'd be very easy, actually, as well, to come on stream and be like, we worked really fucking hard for you and you didn't support it. I'm like, but I always take that as, like, people vote with their views and their likes and their super chats and their gifts. People vote with those things. Right, that in this space anyway. So I could come on.
To vote.
Yeah, I could come online and I could be like, we did all this work and you didn't support us, you fuckers. But what I actually do is I go, we did all that work and they didn't support it, so we didn't do a good job. It's not chat's fault, it's our fault. That make sense?
Yes, you are. Now dance, monkey.
Thank you so much, Dave. Thank you so much, Jill, by the way, for 10 gifted memberships. You fucking legend, Jill. I love you. You absolute hero.
Ready?
Chief of Raffles.
Evan.
We weren't there yet. Well, they say big thank you to Richard Evans for 5 gifted memberships. So, by the way, chat, so far, none of you had a salute.
Oh my God, they haven't. Hold on, let me just write Evan down.
Thank you so much, Jill. Thank you so much, Richard, for the 5 gifted. You're amazing.
Ready?
And Evan, no, thank you for the 1 gifted membership. You fucking legend.
Banana.
Oh, now she's saluted. She saluted the 1 gifted, but not the rest.
I salute you all collectively because you're all amazing, and I forgot, and I'm tired, and I'm really sorry. I shall salute you all collectively because you're all amazing. Mordy
Hammer, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Don't forget, chat, by the way. 1, we have a target of 100. 2, if we get to 150, we give away a t-shirt. 3, there's a member's record to beat one day. Oh, that's the only time you're allowed to mention it now. Done. No more now. Brilliant. It was a great show Tuesday. Okay, thanks, mate. Play some Bobo while having the conversation. We've got to build and paint the teams first, Kai. We're getting there, mate. Right now, hang on. I think I've got it. Tumminello. Tumminello do 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 do. Tumminello do 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 do. I think I've got it. I don't know if this is better or worse, Evan. I think I've got it. I'm very sorry. Tumminello do do. Is this better or worse, mate? Tumminello. I'm still catching up on streams from a month ago. Jill, that's because we put out fucking so much content. I challenge. Okay, there's one I can think of off the top of my head who puts out significantly more content than us, arguably, and that's Valrak. Because Valrak streams every night, I think. Does he still stream every night, chat? I think he streams every night, and he puts out like 4 or 5 little pre-recorded videos in a week as well. I was going to say, doesn't he do it every day? Maybe Allspecs does more than us as well. Neil, thank you so much for 10 gifted memberships. But if you think about some of the bigger channels out there, just saying, Titans, Tactics, Play On, more content here, chat. I'm just throwing it out there, more content here. It might be that you are not doing anything wrong. It could be down to the time of day. So the thing is, Liam and Joe shows typically do very well for viewerships. Very well for viewerships. Like, the viewer numbers are never that bad. We've actually had, Joe and I have had, on a Liam and Joe show, on a Thursday, Luce, get this, right? On a Thursday at 1:30 on the UK, we have had 500 viewers on it before. Oh, no, that number's too high. That's too high. Luce doesn't like it when he goes. Luce genuinely doesn't like when he goes above 100, right? If I walked into a room with 500 people, I'd go, goodbye. I'm getting out. Too much. Is that content? That was content.
Did you get any reading done lately, Liam? Smirking face.
I have got a lot of reading done at Lekman recently, but 1, it isn't narrative, and 2, it's not something I can talk about. The problem is with being a 7 stream a week channel who's now trying to expand into a second game system in terms of AOS, whilst also being a previewer, is you get lots of, especially a person who has quite obviously has a level of ADHD, you get thrown many curveballs many times, and then you go, oh, and I'm gonna go look at that thing now, and then something else comes through the post, oh, and then something else comes in the email, oh, and then before you know it, you're like, oh yeah, I was supposed to be listening to that audiobook.
Your stream after UK Games Expo said it all. Your community is growing slowly, but the right people.
I agree with that. I was really worried about sub numbers for the longest time. And I think to be honest with you, it's something that YouTubers in general will always worry about, because it is a vanity metric. And even when you're aware it's a vanity metric, it's still a vanity metric. It just is. Even when you know that subscriber numbers are nothing more than a dick measuring contest, it literally means nothing. It's still a dick measuring contest, and no one wants to come up bottom on that. That's just how it works, unfortunately. So, but you're right. I think you're right. We are slowly growing. I mean, this is nearly. Oh no, this was nearly at 32,400, right? And we hit 30k in January, so it's still going up. Fucking slowly, but it's still going up. John McCardle, just the 10 actually. John McCardle, thank you for 10 gifted memberships. Your second of 3 parcels turned up today, sir. I think you messaged me that anyway, but I have it now. It's over. Yeah, we have it. Thank you so much, John. And Luce is, in fact, saluting you. Julian, thank you so much for becoming a Hasir tier member all by yourself. Many memberships we have, chat. If you've been gifted one, you can also upgrade. We have the Hasir tier for Discord access. We have Skald tier, which get early access to any of the sagas. The current one with Vince is taking a bit longer because I'm going to tell you a secret in a minute. So they get early access to those sagas. They also gain an additional 5% discount code to use in the merchandise store, which we are going to be rapidly expanding throughout the year. I don't know if that works rapidly throughout the year. It's quicker. It's going to be expanded more than it's ever been in previously, right? So there you go. We then have our Jarl tier membership, which is an upgrade from Skald. Takes you from £5 to £9. If you've been gifted a Skald tier membership, it just costs you £4 to upgrade. And every single month, you get yourself in a giveaway, or you can enter yourself into a free giveaway for Jarl tier members and above to win a Combat Patrol box or Vanguard / Spearhead box of your choice. We then have the Haskell tier memberships, which get an even higher level of discount in the merchandise store, plus some behind-the-scenes content. We have the Thanes, who have their own WhatsApp community, and that thing is fucking popping lately. If you don't want to miss out on anything, join the Thanes. It's expensive, but there's a reason why people like Asbo take 3 months off because he's not in any work, and now he's back in a job, he's instantly jumped back in the Thanes. There's a reason why people pay and stay. There's a reason why people pay and stay in the Thanes. And if you're absolutely fucking mental, you could become an Asir. John McCarthy, thank you so much for 20 more gifted. He said 10 was a mistake, so dropped another 20. What a legend. What a legend. Love John. John's a hero. He reckons he wants to come over at some point. I was like, you can come and stay in my house, use my spare room, and keep my children.
I'll make you the same terrible coffee I made Adrian, and he was too polite to say anything.
Yes, and you'll be too polite when you do. Yeah.
I make good tea, terrible coffee.
I upset Joe last night.
Why?
Because we were on stream.
Yeah.
And John gifted some memberships because John's an absolute fucking legend and does it most nights. And then he messaged me because we were talking about Five Guys. I was like, I could really fucking go for a Five Guys burger. And he messaged me and was like, what's the studio address? I will send you all Five Guys. And I said, no, thank you.
Yeah.
It was like, I was like, I'm working really fucking hard to make healthier choices. And if you send me a Five Guys, I will flat fucking devour it at the moment. I was like, I'm working really hard to make healthier choices. Joe has been working quite hard to make healthier choices. Both of us have been eating salads in the studio rather than microwave meals, which is a big difference, and drinking water and stuff like that. I don't care about Eddie. And Kyle's just got back in the gym as well. So I was like, no, thank you. And he was like, okay, cool. I was like, I'm really sorry. I'm really fucking grateful. I can't tell you how grateful I am that you'd prepared to do that. Because he's done it for Titans as well. They've had just food turn up. I was like, I'm really fucking grateful, but I'm trying really hard to make healthy choices. Chat, I've got a question for you, actually. I've got a question for you. Genuine question. I'm just putting feelers out right now, right? I have talked a lot, actually, lately about my kind of new fitness journey and trying to get healthier. And it's not ridiculous. So I'm not cutting out absolutely everything and just eating celery and going to the gym 3 times a day, every day for 7 days a week. I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous. I think it's almost impossible to keep up. Okay? I have engaged a personal trainer who's also a member of the community and a lovely guy. And I pay him and he trains me and we set gym programs and I give him feedback and we've been building programs and all that sort of stuff, right? And I've been using the hashtag that that kind of was invented a while ago. I think Boxy invented it ages ago from VT, Fit for 40k, on Instagram. And I've been posting pictures of that. And I've been getting incredible messages from people about being inspired to get themselves back in the gym or start making. And I'm really chuffed that it's not coming across as the look at me. It's coming across as the he's trying to set an example, and I feel motivated to do the same sort of thing. Because I looked at, like I said to you a while ago, right, 6-7 weeks ago, I looked at myself in camera and went, I'm a fat fuck. I don't like that. I didn't like the way I looked. And it's because we've been in the studio for months and we've literally been eating shit in that studio and we've been devout. I was talking to you the other day about it. Every fortnight we were eating 3 out of the 4 Tuesdays and Thursdays we were eating microwave meals. One of them we were almost always ordering from Uber Eats, like a KFC or a McDonald's or a Five Guys, right? And then what I do is on the Tuesday we go into the local shop and we'd be picking up snacks. So I pick up like a multi-bag of some sort of pack of crisps, like a multi-bag of, I don't know, fucking Discos or something. Chips to you in the US.
That was a practice, sorry.
Yeah. We pick up like a 4-pack of, I'd pick up like a 4-pack of Crunchies. I'd be like, that'll last me a fortnight. And it wouldn't it would last me maybe the week, maybe. And when you consider that week is 2 days, I was packing shit in my face because there's comfort eating. It is part of sugar and stuff like that. It's all about comfort eating, right? So I was eating like in the space of 2 days, I was eating like 6 to 8 bags of fucking crisps, strips from this, like 4 chocolate bars. It was mad. It was mad the shit we were eating. So actually, in hindsight, looking in that camera and going, "Oh, I'm a fat fuck," is not actually a massive surprise. Okay, to be honest with you. So that's why I've made loads of changes. And to have the positive response I've had from people about being inspired to do things has got me thinking. And so we're thinking about launching a Fit for 40k kind of initiative, right? There's a cost involved, but we're not like that other person. We're not just going to try and fleece you all for loads of money and not really do anything about it. So there's an app that I use on iOS called Train Heroic. And Train Heroic tracks your, or I say tracks, you can build your workouts, put your exercises in, and you can put in all your how many sets, how many reps, how much weight, right? And you can put in things like how well did you sleep, what mood are you in, how sore are you, and it tracks your readiness and your like general health as well, which is really good. Okay, and my PT, my personal trainer, builds those programs for me in that app, right? PJ, thank you so much for becoming a Skull tier member. You're a hero. He builds those programs for me in that app. And then I can write in there comments like this felt good, this felt bad, this I had a problem with my shoulder, whatever it might be. And he can review those comments and we have conversations. It's really, really good, right? It's really, I love it. However, for him to coach me on that app, there is a cost involved. So he has to pay a subscription fee to be able to coach me on that app. So there is a cost involved to what we're about to do, I think. And we don't yet know exactly where the numbers lie. We're tweaking and playing and we're talking to each other, and he's down next Saturday for a meeting. But we're looking at releasing something to the community. And I want this to be a positive force. I don't want people to think they're just trying to make money. So when it launches, it's probably going to cost £5 a person. What we're talking to Train Heroic, the people that made the app about, what we want to talk to Train Heroic, the people that made the app about, is whether we're able to scale people's subscription prices. And the intent is that the more people that sign up, the cost goes down. And the bottom line is we want to get it to a point where, and I don't know if this is possible yet, so it might stay at £5 just because it might not be possible. But we'd like to get to a point where if we've got 1,000 people, it costs them £1 each to be on the app, right? Now, you don't get a personal trainer training you for £1 a month because personal trainers are expensive and they won't do it for £1 a month. Most personal trainers are about £50 to £100 a month for a personal trainer because they're personal trainers. But what we're doing is we're looking at building like 20 programs, and you pick the program. So you might pick upper body 1 or upper body 2 or lower body 3 or cardio 1 or ab workout 1 or whatever we label them as. But you can go in there then when you're in your app and you can go, it's Tuesday, I'm going to pick up a body 1, go, and there you go, there's your workout. Off you go.
Yeah.
So we're going to hopefully build like 20 programs or something, and then people can, for between £5 to £1 is what we're hoping, just go and pick the workout that they want and do the program. And we give you access to 20 to 30 paid for programs, all built by an actual personal trainer, so that you guys can. This is what I'm hoping to do, but everyone might be like, I've got no interest in that, Liam. It's fucking pointless.
Yeah.
And then we won't bother with all the effort of building 20 to 30 programs. There's the app link videos on what a good morning or military press. Yes, you can. So every single exercise we build in there, we'll put a link into a YouTube video that shows you what that exercise is. Right? That makes sense. Cool. Let me know what you think. Does that sound good or does it sound bullshit? Right? I'm open. If you all think it's crap, tell me it's crap. But I've been working with this PT for 6 weeks, and I said to Lucy the other day, I'm starting to feel really fucking good at the moment. Just the way I feel, not even like in terms of like being super trim, because I'm not there yet. But
I love going for a run. Every time I run, I get to meet people. They are called paramedics.
Thank you, Skins. 5. You legend. I've got my arms itching again. My skin's flaring up. I'll get my man butter.
I wonder what that is.
I don't know. My leg did it before.
Your leg did it?
Yeah, my leg did it, and it was so irritating, and then eventually it stopped.
Was that when you did a diet change and stuff as well?
No. It was random, I think. And then when you complete the program, you get entered into 40k draw. You don't. Yeah, you can get the app on Android. There's no completing the program. The idea is you keep being fit forever. Fit for 40k, fit forever. Oh, I'm just creaming my arm up. Would be cool to have a Great Hall Fit for 40k t-shirt where you have sizes on the back, and when you order the next size down, you can put a red X through your old size. That'd be amazing. That's a cool fucking concept. I like that. Or like a line through 2XL XL. I fucking love that idea, though, Gaz. I don't know how possible that would be, but that sounds cool as shit. Just putting some soothing cream on my arm that's severely irritable today for some reason. Really itchy. It's like a weird eczema.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
I thought it felt like nettle rash, you know, when you get
It
stung.
does, yeah. It's really weird. But it's just my arm here. I don't know why. There we go. We've got this stuff. By the way, phenomenal. You introduced me to it. Now you don't like it anymore.
I know. I remember when you met me, I was in college.
Yeah.
And that was my moisturiser. And you were like, you constantly smell like chocolate. What is that? I was eating copious amounts of chocolate.
Yes.
So that I was very confused as to, is he some kind of sniffer dog? Has he sniffed out my stash? He's just gone into my gym bag and there's just 4 dairy milk bars in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Being fit completed it, mate. I haven't. How much progress does painting one model earn you? In this particular instance, Stacey, I'm afraid none. None at all.
Now popping out to watch the football, is that a thought for the Euros when you do stream times over summer? We'll watch on demand. You guys are the best.
I haven't actually thought about that Ash at all, to be honest with you. Because I don't... I'm a football fan at club level. I couldn't give a shit about international football. Because England are laughable. So I hadn't actually thought about it. I'm just checking to see if Drop Dead Dave's claim is true.
What's his claim?
He's claimed he's bought a t-shirt.
Oh, he's about to get a ding.
He has bought a t-shirt.
Oh, thanks, Jay.
Thanks,
for
Dave.
the hat trick.
He's hat trick. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships, you legend. And
Just ordered the Greater Good shirt. Love you guys.
he's ordered a Greater Good shirt, and he's super chatted to tell us that. He
Well,
got a hat trick.
Isn't that efficient?
What a legend. Thank you, Mr. the Dave.
Unfortunately, you haven't beaten Mouseless's super chat
Why?
because that was at 17 minutes in.
Or for a hat trick? Are you keeping a track of when they had performed the hat trick as well?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm interested. I like it.
Doesn't mean yours isn't just as special, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you are special, Dave.
You're all beautiful.
We've often called you Special Dave. A walking app here gives points
Because-
for completing accomplishments. That's
because
cool.
Christopher Sanford Police ... is too long to write on my little pad.
If I get fit for 40k, am I guaranteed to live through the dark age of technology, age of strife and the
Yes.
heresy?
Yes, all of those things.
I've now just put the police
The police!
on my pad. So if I get a hat trick from the police, Christopher, that's you. Just so you know.
I think he can't change his name back now.
I know, so
I
it's
think he's
just the
stuck
police
there.
now.
Yeah. Julian, when he became a member, said, "Hi Liam, I am long-time lurker. Love the content you put out. Greetings from the Netherlands." We get a few people from the Netherlands actually. By the way, you got me hyped for AOS. So it's your fault. Now I bought Daughters of Cain. I'm not apologising for that. I agree with you. I agree with that life choice. I use a program for my bodybuilding workouts. It has an annual fee that's far from cheap, but being in communities on it pushes me to work hard and not fall behind. Your idea is a great one. So the idea, the actual main thing behind it, White Rhino, is to build a community of people that use this, that talk to each other. Because since I started this, I started off being quite private with it, and I started off with a fitness and accountability thread in Thanes, which is our WhatsApp community for Thane tier members. And honestly, if you can afford it, and I'm aware it's a lot, but if you could afford it, I would urge you to join the Thanes. Genuinely incredible community. It's like Discord on steroids. And then we built this accountability thread because I didn't want to make a big noise about it. And the feedback and the egging each other on and supporting each other in there is so fucking good. Is so good that I was like, this is positive. So I started posting in the Fit for 40k thread in Discord. And that was positive. So I started putting it on Instagram stories. It's positive. And I'm like, actually, you know what, mate? You are right. People, there's always going to be a degree of banter. Like Eddie posted a picture of himself in the gym. I was like, oh, cleaning it again. There's always going to be an element, of banter, right? But it's about encouraging each other, but without being like forceful or overly kind of exuberant with it, where you're like, get your fucking fat ass in the gym. That's not what we're trying to do. So it's not about you being part of a fucking boot camp where where people are screaming in your face. It's about positive like encouragement, to be honest with you. So having the Euros on will likely impact more than you anticipate. I absolutely will impact it. I 100% it will. But it makes me sad.
Yes, I'm afraid, Mouseless, you are known for your quickness.
Whoa, where's that come from? Is he in chat?
Is Luce calling my bar quick? I feel like that's not exactly a compliment. Well, you shouldn't have been speedy then. Should have taken your time with it.
Poor old Mrs. Mouseless.
We never know. She might be busy, so quickness is a pro at this point.
Yeah. You bollocked us in the chat before, Mara, about the fit for channel. What? Cass, is English your second language?
Well, Cumbrian's is first. So.
I used to be able to run 1.5 miles in under 9 minutes, and I would have trouble doing that on a bike. What did I miss? Sam, I was just talking about the Fit for 40k idea. It's like telling Liam he can't stay the course 50-50, but you'll crack soon. I won't crack. I said to Luce today, I'm actually in a place now where I'm really fucking enjoying the gym. I'm really enjoying the gym.
We were chatting about it because we've got two wildly different approaches.
We do, absolutely.
And I've figured out about myself the hard way and through many, many failed projects that I cannot be 2 feet in. It's doomed to failure. I don't have the stamina for it, and I lose the novelty of it, and then I just don't really touch the project anymore.
Yeah.
But if I sort of drip feed in the change, make it sustainable for myself, and then once that's then in my brain as the new squiggle, getting bolder and bolder, then I add in the next thing, and then that becomes sustainable.
Yeah, and it's like building blocks.
So I think by the time that my attitude towards food is really positive, and I can trust myself to not say things like, oh, it's Christmas, I'll just start again at New Year's, and I've adopted the whole, even though it's Christmas, I don't need that much chocolate, or that piece of Christmas cake is too big, can you cut it in half? Because I would also do the thing of, I didn't want to be rude to other people that had made me cake by saying no thank you, but I can always take it home later and have it later.
Yeah.
Which it's now I say it out loud. How ridiculous is it that that's only just occurred to me?
But mine has always been different. But equally, like, to be fair, I'm a 2 feet in person all the time, but with a low success rate.
Yeah.
So someone in Hamish says, do you find ADHD makes a gym motivation temporary? 9 times out of 10, Hamish, yes. So, and I say 9 times out of 10 specifically, because Cass is joking, right? So Cass told me I'd never make 10 gym sessions in a row. And if I did it, he'd become a Thane. And he's now a Thane, right? He then told me I wouldn't make 50 out of 50, right? And if I made 50 out of 50, he'd give 50 memberships. What he doesn't realise is my ADHD does mean that 9 times out of 10, I'll go 2 feet in, it will last 2 weeks and I'll stop.
Yeah.
But on one occasion out of those 10, it sticks. And then I fucking go for it. Whatever it is, and it does not just gym sessions, it's whatever it is, right? So I think that, to be honest with you, we can apply that to a wider world, Hamish, of not just gym sessions, but just in general. I'll jump 2 feet in on lots of things, and quite often, much like Luce, it won't last. It won't stick. It's too much. It's too overwhelming. I've gone too far. I've pushed it too hard, right? And then one time out of 10, something will stick, and it will happen. There's lots of little things I tried around things like YouTube and stuff like that before I launched the 40k channel, and guess what? Here we are 7 years later.
Yeah.
That one stuck. Sometimes things stick. And now, having got past 6 weeks of doing it, I genuinely feel like this is stuck now. I've got myself in a routine. For me with ADHD, a routine is supremely important to me, because if it's part of my routine, I just kind of do it. And I don't, it's not like, so if I was a person who's like, I need to go to the gym 3 times a week and that's it, then I would almost always be like, it's Monday, I could go to the gym later, and then I do this, and then I do something else, and I do something else, and before you're like, oh fuck, it's 6:30, I've got to stream in an hour, I haven't been to the gym, oh, it's too late now, right? That happens.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. And then I'll be like, oh, it's okay, I'll go tomorrow. And then I'll get up, I'll do something. I'll do. So what I did is I set times where I'm like, these is the times I want to make the gym. So Tuesdays and Thursdays for me typically were dead time because I was waiting for Joe to get to the studio at 11 o'clock. So I was like, well, that's a perfect gym time because I'm waiting for Joe to get to the studio because he gets in at 11. So whilst I'm waiting for him to get to the studio, I might as well go and use the gym instead. So by doing that, Hamish, that's part of how I've managed to make it stick, by putting it in my routine. So now, on a Tuesday or a Thursday, Luce brings me a cup of tea about 7, half 7. I sit and drink that cup of tea in bed as I come round because I'm shit in the mornings. 8 o'clock, almost on the dot, I get out of bed and start getting ready. 20 past out, I'm in the car, I'm on the way to the gym. And I just do it now. I don't even think about it. I'm off to the gym.
Yeah.
It happens now. And that is because I've set that habit. But don't get me wrong. Adults, it's hard for adults to set a habit anyway. It's even harder for adults to set a habit when they have things like ADHD, to be fair, right? So I'm just lucky this time it's stuck. I might try something else in the next couple of weeks that could be not even related to fitness or the channel, and it probably won't stick because I'll go 2 feet in. I wanted to get back into watching the football at Southampton. I bought a season ticket. 2 feet in. We'll see how that goes for the season. I mean, I'll use every single one of them because I've paid for it. But at the end of the season, I'll be like, I want to carry this on or I don't. And there's lots of things like that exist, actually. Tony Winnick, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. We're on 88.
Good evening, Liam and Luce.
How's it going, Talk? How are you, my dude?
I think it's also
We gave Talk a little shout yesterday on the Liam and Joe show.
about oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
About having people around you that facilitate your journey. I hate calling stuff a journey,
But it is.
I know, but if you have people, there was a thing on telly ages ago about people that were candidates for gastric bans or bypasses. I'm not sure what you call them. And the people who were the most successful at keeping the weight off after the operation had people in their house that were helping to facilitate the choices. So if you're going to go through this crazy weight loss and new food attitude, but your spouse is still ordering takeaway, that's just made it twice as hard.
But, and there is, you know, here's an interesting thing with it. Like I warned you, we don't often talk about 40k stuff. Here's an interesting thing as well, though, right? Although fit for 40k is a thing, right? Yes, by the way, Sam, I did talk about the grand plan. Brandon Lagasse, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. You fucking heroes. We might even get to the t-shirt giveaway tonight, chat. Do I have to start the t-shirt bot? Tell me now, should I start the t-shirt bot? If every single one of you gifts a membership or gifts 5 memberships, if every single one gave 5 memberships, I'd give away 5 t-shirts. 100%. Anyway, the thing is as well, facilitating comes in many different forms. Okay, so when Cass joined Thanes, he's been throwing abuse at me about not making 50, and someone, I think it might have been Sam, that was like, "Oh, this is about positive." I was like, honestly, this shit fuels me. Don't worry about it.
The rage.
Like Cass being like, "You won't make it." I'm like, "You fucking watch this space." That actually is something that works for me, but that's something that would discourage someone else.
Yeah.
So you've got to find what works and what doesn't. But like also, like it is about what I find with a lot of people is they encourage. How do I word this? They encourage people to break the good habit through guilt, kind of thing. Ed, thank you for the gifted. You're a legend. And what I mean by that is, so for example, today, right?
I'm still streaming ATM. I just thought I would drop in and say hello.
How's it going, man? Thank you for dropping in, Talk. I hope you're enjoying the streaming life. So, for example, today, right, we went to Cheddar Gorge today. I've told you this already. Canoness Martin, thank you so much for 5 gifted, you fucking beautiful human. We went to Cheddar Gorge today, and at the end of the day, we went through the shops. Luce went to the Christmas shop.
Oh, the Christmas shop!
The boys had an ice cream. We went to the Cheddar shop because we're in Cheddar, and I will not give up cheese altogether. So we bought some cheddar from the Cheddar shop. And at the very end, they went to the fudge shop. And Ben got himself, my youngest, got himself a stick of rock. James got himself some toffee. Luce got herself some nougat. No one actually bought fudge from the fudge shop.
And I can make it here.
You know,
Why
absolutely.
would I buy something I can make at home?
And I was like, I don't want any. Okay. Now, there's 2 responses I find for people in that circumstance. Now, Luce hit the response, which is the dream for someone who is helping you and facilitating and on board with your journey. And she was like, okay, cool. That's the dream response, right?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want any. It's full of sugar. I don't want any. Okay, cool. And then what you also get is you get those that are like, I feel bad for having it, but I'll feel better if they have it too.
Oh, yeah.
So they'll be like, I don't want any. Like, what are you talking about? It's just a bit of fudge. Just have a bit of fudge. Like, no, but I don't want any. It's just a bit of fudge. It's not that bad. And those people are the ones who are like,
A British man was killed by a shark whilst honeymooning in Australia. Police said he did not suffer as he only had been married for 5 days.
That was better, Stu. That was better. Thank you for 5 more gifted as well, you legend. Mrs. Fenholy, thank you for the 105. I'm going to open the bot. Shall I open the bot? Do I need to open the bot? Do I need to open the giveaway bot? Yes or no? Yes, you should, says Rob Paul. Did I say thank you, by the way, to... Did I say thank you to Mr. Tony Winnick for 5 gifted? I don't know if I did. Tony, thank you for 5 gifted. You absolute hero. You are beautiful and amazing human beings. I love you all. Very dearly. Very, very dearly.
I've for ages, I've always been relatively fit and athletic. So food for me wasn't even a conversation because most of the time you just burn it off anyway. And then I had kids and everything changed. I didn't know at the time that with every baby you kind of reset. You can reset even your own hair texture and hair length because your hair falls out a little bit when you're pregnant and then it goes super poofy when you're pregnant. So you can reset your whole system with each baby. But everything really did change after babies. Metabolic rate stopped, tiredness, well, that was a new friend, insomnia is a new friend, and all of that. So the people that do the tactic of, oh, it's only just this, just have one, come on, don't leave me doing it on my own.
It's shared guilt.
It is, isn't it? And I didn't know that was a thing.
100% is shared
But
guilt.
now we're all talking about these tactics, and I think the people that do that, they don't mean to be the bad guy.
Oh no, that happens 100%. They don't mean to be a bad guy.
But there's so much unpacking now.
Yeah,
and it's
100%.
like,
They don't mean to. I'm not saying they're going, no, fuck you. You can be
Yeah.
fat too. That's not what's in their mind.
I've got a friend that does a ton of fad diets and stuff, and I really want to say to this friend, what do you actually want to talk about? Because I'm here for that. I'm not here for the next trend that you're currently doing, because I just can't help but think that you're trying to plug a gap that you don't want to address.
Yeah.
And if you want to address it, I'm here for it. I'll make a pot of tea. But I'm not here for you shaming me for having a bacon sandwich or...
Gaza says something which is fucking incredible, and I actually believe in it as well. I think what he said has hit the nail on the head as to why I think... when we think about the title of the stream and what I talked about earlier, I legitimately think this is one of those things that adds to the I really fucking just love this and I enjoy it so much.
Yeah.
And thanks for putting this on, Gaz, because it's nice to hear it from someone else as well. I think this is 100%. I think it's 100% true of the world in general. Gaz says, society on the whole seems to be about tearing things down these days. Couldn't agree more. Everyone wants to fight all the time. Everyone wants to fucking bang at their keyboard and be angry at each other. Everyone wants to have a row all the time. 100% agree with you. No one wants to let people be proud of their achievements or happy with where they are. No one wants people to feel good about where they are in life. Like, I completely agree, right?
Oh my God, I'm sorry, chat. Crying into my chocolate muffin.
Society on whole seems to be about tearing things down these days, I agree. The Great Hall is very much a place to build people and hobby up.
Yeah.
It 100% is. Yeah. And I'm very, very proud of it. And I'm proud of it for partly that reason, Gaz. But you fucking nailed that comment there. Absolutely fucking nailed that comment.
I would love to get on board with your personal trainer in about a year's time. Because I think in about a year's time... He's here in a week.
You can talk to him.
Yeah, I think in about a year's time, I should have a rock solid, healthy attitude towards food. Because I would have done Christmas. I would have done Easter. I would have done all those lovely little potholes that we all fall into, anniversary, birthdays, all of it, and hopefully still manage to say, in spite of it being Easter, I'm not eating that much chocolate. I don't need it. I don't miss it. And if I have that much now, I'm going to give myself some kind of weird chocolate migraine.
Yeah.
And I don't want it. So I'm hopeful that in a year's time, I can say to your personal trainer, this is where I'm at. I'm not interested in calorie counting. I have OCD traits and numbers. It's just not conducive to a healthy lifestyle to give me box ticking exercises that I can turn into a ritual. It's not good. Yeah. I'm not doing it. Yeah. So this is the healthy attitude I have. It's now just the exercise.
Yeah. But you need to get there. And but people get there at different rates. it's taken me literally years. So obviously I used to be in the military. People know I used to be in the military. I wasn't entirely unfit in the military because you're in the military. I wasn't perhaps as fit as I could be, but I was able to pass all the fitness tests.
Yeah.
And I passed all the fitness tests every year, even whilst being under an injury, right? So that wasn't really a problem. Afterwards, I've had lots of physical jobs, and I've never really put on any, like, we've always ate well enough, I think, that we've never really just piled weight on. But I'm 10 years out of the army this year. So September this year, August, September this year, I'm 10 years out of the army this year, right? This around June 10 years ago was when I started my first civilian job outside of the army. And it's taken me this long to get to a place where I'm like, I want to be fitter and healthier. I want to look more like when so the first time I went to Afghanistan, I lived in the gym when I wasn't on crew. And I hit it really, really hard. And I came back in incredible shape. If you just check Stu's jumper purchase.
I have.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much,
Stu
Stu.
got himself a hat trick. I came back in incredible shape from my first tour of Afghanistan, like amazing shape.
I remember you coming back from that tour, and you were sleeping over my house, and I remember you were brushing your teeth by the sink. I was on the toilet, as most couples do when the honeymoon period's over. And I just sort of looked to my left and just saw these pecs and six-pack, and I was like, when are you back on tour again? What's the next level of this?
That's what I'm working to get back to. I want to be there, but I don't want to be there for... And here's the most important thing, right? We talk about the Fit for 40K movement. We talk about what we're going to try and do with programs and how we're going to try and sell fitness programs to people and all that kind of stuff, right? We talk about all those things. The thing that I cannot stress enough when it comes to all those things is you need to want to do this for you.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this for Luce. I'm not doing it for I'm kind of doing it for the kids, but it's a selfish version of doing it for my kids. I want to be fit and healthy and running around with my grandchildren, right?
Yeah.
So I am doing it for the kids, but actually it's for me.
Yeah.
You need to want to do it for you, okay?
My manifesting is I don't want my six-pack back. That's gone.
Oh, I do.
kissed
I want mine
goodbye to
back.
that ages ago. I just want to be the 60-year-old that still cycles to town.
I just want to see my own penis.
I just want to be well in my body and not ache and not worry about falling over.
No, but that's
Yeah.
part of it. That's legitimately part of it right now.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, right, chat, the world is absolutely fucking rammed full of fat people nowadays, and it's not like I don't blame people. We have stressful lives. People have to work every hour that fucking exists.
Yeah.
The supermarkets, it's cheaper to buy the shit than it's to buy the healthy. The gym is expensive and there's lots of effort involved. You don't really want to go running down the roads because the traffic is horrendous and the fucking air pollutants are high. Like, I don't blame people. Legitimately, I feel like I'm lucky now that I can actually attack this for a change. But, you know, Jill says, a very simple change we've made is instead of asking each other if we want a treat or something nice from the shop, it's on us to ask for one instead.
Ooh.
Self-action instead of encouraging. I love that.
Ooh,
I love
so-
that change.
Yeah, because you can... how, especially the person you live with.
Yeah, I love Jill. I
it's
love
so
that change.
Easy to slip into bad habits again because you're like, oh, go on, love. We've had a tough week. Go on.
Yeah.
And then you're like, why have I done that? Why have I just done that?
I love
was the
that.
shred I was holding on to this week.
Absolutely love that change. Mr. Steve Pardo's in chat. How's it going, Steve? How are you, sir? How are you doing, my lovely? Did you have a six-pack? Okay, she answered. I did.
Yes, he did, and I could honestly clean my ballet tutu on it. It was amazing.
This is now what she's currently doing now, chat. She's currently fat-shaming me. That's what's happening right now.
Not.
Liam, you used to be attractive.
We have grown. We have had chidlers. They change you in every way. I can no longer run for the bus now. I've come to peace with it. It's fine.
Yeah, I want to get back there, but I don't want to get back there for you, so you can keep drooling. I want to get back there for me, and that's really important. Like if you're gonna jump on, if we're gonna do this Fit for 40K thing, we're gonna sell programs to people. I say sell programs. Like I said, we're trying to make it as low cost as possible, so we literally just cover our overheads. Literally, it no profit. We're not doing this for profit. This isn't about making money. This is not about making money. This is about trying to encourage positive movement. Because let's be honest, right? Let's be honest on the whole, chat. The wargaming community has a stereotype And typically I find in life in general, I don't care what anyone says, stereotypes exist for a reason. They just kind of do. Right? Stereotypes exist for a reason. And the wargaming community in general has a stereotype. And part of it's because we've got busy lives and we don't have time to stop. And, well, I could be exercising or I could be out there grinding, making more money because I'm taxed to the eyeballs and everything's expensive and the cost of bread is more than a litre of fuel now. Like, it's mad the way the world is now and how expensive everything is. I look at just the cost of my rent here and then the cost of the rent at the studio, and that alone is a terrifying number, and you've not paid to live yet. That's just a place to be, to run a business and to live. That's all it is. And so that's a terrifying number already. So I get that people are like, I can't spend time making good food. I can't spend time in the gym because I don't have the time. I understand that. And I understand that making the healthy choices in the supermarket is more expensive than the shit food. Unfortunately, I really hate that. I want to start some kind of like crazy fucking movement to try and drive down the cost of what is good food versus the cost of this UPF nonsense.
The trouble is, driving down the cost of good food might not be possible. Maybe the price of good food is just that's the price, because I want the farmers to have a fair wage, and I want the people that work on the farm to have a fair wage, and I want the travel time of the vegetables to be as little as possible so people end up eating locally as much as they can. Maybe that is just the cost, which should really further highlight why is ultra processed food so cheap compared.
Mikhail says, I want to get into it as well, especially for the kids. People always say I would die for my kids, but I actually want to live for them. What a lovely phrase. So I need to get my life on track again. 100%. And this is what this whole thing is about, right? Is selling these programs to people isn't about making money. We're trying to make it as accessible as possible so that it literally, like, if we get 1,000 people signed up, the intent is to be selling it at £1 a person. That's the intent. Amazing. Right? I'm not saying we can do that. We don't know yet. We're early stages of planning. But if we can get to a point where we can get it to £1 a person, that's what we'll do. Because it's about impacting the community positively. I feel like often we're pretty good at impacting the community positively. Yeah. Ultimately, right? So we'll see. I need photos. Notrina says, sounds good, Miguel. Best wishes. And then he says, we aren't all Stephen Box. I'd like to do it with hard work and effort. Is all I'll say there. I could go try and run a mile, or I could keep putting my plastic men together. Well, it's up to you, Mouseless. All right.
I'm not running a mile. No.
You could run a mile, or you could take a 5 gifted membership fine for not running a mile.
I will take the Border Collie for a mile walk in the sunshine, listening to a podcast, but I'm not running it.
You nearly fucking killed her today.
She's fine!
You nearly killed our dog today.
She is fine.
Seriously, where do I sign up for this? Since my second kid, I've ballooned and just have no drive. Today you are giving me that drive.
This is why. This is the example we're trying to set, Redacted 83. This is why we're doing it. It's not about making money. It's not about charging £100 a session for a personal trainer. That being said, right, I'm gonna throw this out there, and Sam can shut me down if he wants, right? But this is about giving a low-cost entry point to giving people programs to try and get them moving and exercising and stuff like that, right? That's what we're trying to do. That being said, I'm sure Sam wouldn't say no to more clients who will actually directly personal train. So, Mr. Redacted, depending on what your disposable income is like, if you would like, there is a potential I could put you in touch with my personal trainer who may be prepared to take on more clients. It's working for me.
I was really heartbroken the last time I had a personal trainer.
Why?
Long time ago. I don't even think you were YouTubing, because I walked in there and you fill out your questionnaire, what the main reasons, blah, blah, blah. And I said to get back into shape after having a baby. I was very careful to not use the phrase to snap back into shape. I was very careful because I didn't want bloody Arnold Schwarzenegger coming at me with some kind of fitness program. And I even put in an asterisk and I said, I always say it wrong. I think it's a diastasis recti, but it's where for women who have had babies, your abs separate to allow the bump to come through and then they don't quite knit back together.
It's quite fucking disgusting, really.
If you lie on your back...
It's amazing, but disgusting.
If you lie on your back and then just sort of do like a tiny bit of a crunch and put your like the tips of your fingers where your abs should be. If you can sink in between abdominal muscles, then they're not together.
Yeah, mine's fine. Mine's fine.
So doing crunches and sit-ups is actually useless until you fix that gap there. And the first thing that my old personal trainer said to me was, oh, if you do 30 sit-ups. And when I said to her, no, I can't, and I shouldn't be doing those yet because there's the second wall of abdominals that I need to knit back together. Oh, no, that's not true. 2 doctors and a midwife have told me different. So I'm not doing the crunches.
Well, so the thing I love the most about Sam, I'm sure he won't mind me saying, I've had a couple of people that have tried to train me before. Boxy was one of them, actually. And I also paid for a PT down at my gym. I love my gym, but I paid for a PT down there. And that didn't last long. He got a month out of me, and that was it. Before I was like, you're not listening. And the thing is, for all of you that are in chat right now, a fitness journey, a get fit journey, a health journey is literally different for everybody.
Yeah.
100% it's different for everybody, right? So what works for me won't necessarily work for Luce, which won't necessarily work for Joe, which won't necessarily work for Kyle, which won't necessarily work for Brom. It's just a fact. You can have 6 people, and you would potentially need 6 different approaches to get things to work, right? So there's no point me saying, this is what I'm doing, chat, you should do what I'm doing. And so when I went to a personal trainer, they go, here's your program. And I'm like, cool, I'll give it a go. And you do the program, you're like, this isn't working. It's not working for me. I'm not invested in it. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't suit my kind of style. It doesn't suit how I like to exercise, etc. And then the next week they go, here's a program. You're like, it's the same as last week's program. And I told you that didn't work for me. Then after 2 or 3 weeks, you're like, it's not working. I'm quitting because you're not listening to me. And so you often have to, and I think a lot of personal trainers are in that space. Here's your program next week. Here's the same program next week. Here's the same program next week. Here's the same program. That's not necessarily a bad thing until you go, well, that program didn't work for the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So then you get demotivated and you go, well, why am I bothering? Because so what I love about Sam's in chat right now, right? But what I love about Sam is we talk frequently, almost daily now. Since I've got really back into it, we talk almost daily. And since we've been talking, I'm like, this isn't working. I like this. Can you do this? Can we change this? One of the things Sam said to me really early on was, I want you to track everything on this spreadsheet, calories, fiber, protein. I did it for like 2 weeks. I was like, I fucking hate this. This will put me off. I can't do it. I don't like it. It feels like a grind. I don't like it. And we don't do it anymore. Sam listened to me. You know, okay, cool. And he was like, so what's your normal like weekly diet like? And I told him the sort of things that we eat and how we eat in the house. He's like, okay, doesn't sound like there's a problem. Just please make a conscious effort to up your protein intake a little bit and up your water intake a little bit and try and cut some of the sugars out. And that was it. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm now doing that. That's now working.
Yeah.
Because he listened to my feedback and was like, Liam isn't going to be able to do this because he can't do it. It doesn't work. My brain isn't like every time I eat something, I don't want to get a phone out and go, how many calories and how. I don't want to do that. I fucking hate it. So I talked to him about it and we dropped that part. And now I'm in a place where you've seen me the last few weeks. I'm having a real positive experience with food and drink and sugar and all kinds of stuff now. So.
I wonder, well, I hope that PTs, when they get... So speaking from me, going to a personal trainer, I'm not just going to the personal trainer. There's several things at play. I'm possibly confiding in my personal trainer things that I don't even tell you because I don't want to burden you with, I look fat, when you're like, fuck off. No, you don't. It's finally putting myself first, taking myself to the gym that does not involve anything to do with the baby, nothing to do with the dog, nothing to do with my husband. This is for me. Getting me out the door for me was such a hurdle, and then to give me crunches was
that's an amazing point.
Do you know how long it took me to get here?
Chat.
And you've just given me crunches?
Here's a question for chat in general. There's 160 people watching. I want people to answer this genuinely. How many of you struggle to put yourself first? Because I think this is a real common modern day problem. Lucy's arm is right up.
I'm raising my hand.
How many of you really struggle to put yourself first? Like legit, and don't, joking aside right now. I know this is probably not as silly as we like to be on Fridays normally, but joking aside, how many people struggle to put themselves first and they put their partner first, their children first, their work first, their hobby first? That could be argued as putting yourself first to a point because it makes you happy. But how many of you actually put you, the physical you, first? I reckon it'll be a shockingly low number of people. I think the mental challenge with fitness is a huge part of it. I work on my feet in a hospital doing 12 to 14 hour shifts, days and nights. Cycle 8 miles a day to work. Getting out running is rough. Do you need to if you're cycling that far and walking that much?
Fozzie, iffy. I think it's 100 times harder when you're a parent. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Because any time that's spent on you, it's time stolen away from someone else because time is finite.
Right. Okay. Cool. So, I love you tonight.
I love you too.
You're setting me up for everything I want to say.
It's like we've lived together for so long.
So what did you just say? Every moment you spend on you
is stolen from someone else.
Okay. Is it?
I would say so. Yeah.
So what happens when you die young because you're unhealthy?
Yeah, I know.
How much time do they get then?
None.
So a lot of you are saying yes. A lot of you are saying yes, right? And I get it. I'm still like it to a point, and I'll put Joe ahead of me, and I'll put the kids and Luce's needs ahead of mine often. And sometimes I'll have a plan for a Monday, and Luce wants dad taxi, or she doesn't even want dad taxi. She's like, we can make it ourselves. I'm like, no, I'm here. I'll do it. I'll be the taxi, and I put you guys before me, despite the fact I had a plan for a day. Which, if it's just slightly messing with my plans for the day, you know what? Okay, that's a reasonable reason. When it comes to health and fitness and diet, right? And you go, I'm putting everyone else before me. I'm putting everyone else before me because they're more important than me. Okay. But then your health and fitness is suffering because of it. Mm-hmm. And then you won't be around for as long as you could be for those same people that this day you're putting first.
It's the old oxygen mask thing, isn't it? Put your mask on first.
So you can help the others.
Yeah. But how many of us, let's say we were in a situation and we had kids, there is no way I'm going to instinctively put my own mask on first.
100% instinctively you won't.
Way.
100% instinctively you won't. But there's a reason why they say put your mask on first.
Yeah.
That airplane analogy is literally perfect.
Yeah.
It's the same with health and fitness. It's the same with eating. This is where I am now, 6 weeks in. Don't get me wrong, chat. Please don't think that over the course of the next I don't know how many months, I'm just going to come into some preachy health person. But the phrase, put your oxygen mask on first, is the one I want you to think about. Because your family will be, without any shadow of a doubt, all of you in chat, Michael, Mikkel, Sanguinius, Asbo, Julian, Jill, Christopher, Rob, Brian, Lehman, Canis, Marcy, Average British Nerd, Tony, Stephen, Bravestar, Matt, Oxer, Cass, Weeman, Sam, all of your families will be worse off without you. Mm-hmm. Fact. No question. No question at all. They'll be worse off without you. So while you put them first today, that means they could be without you in 12 months' time. That's extreme, of course, but you get the point.
Yeah.
When you think of it that way, you're like, hang on a minute. And that's where I was at. Like, I don't want to be the granddad who can't run around with his grandkids and have them on his shoulders and fucking go adventuring with them. You know.
I am also promoting a childless life for the boys because of the current world we're in. So you'll be fine. Pressure's off. I'm just going to be like, get a dog. Just get lots of dogs. You'll be fine. If you feel the baby urge, get another dog.
Yeah.
It will be fine.
Adam says, the age-old issue of a man's worth, the belief we're as loved as we are needed, it's a hard mentality to break. It is, absolutely, 100%. Wait, I'm in the wrong room. Oh, love you lot. There you go. You know, sometimes all it is to start with is just taking a bit of a brisk walk each day. I don't want you to think that, oh, hang on a minute, this means I need to go back to the gym 3 times a week and be running. Fuck that. Don't start there. Don't start there. Start with a brisk walk each day or 5 days a week, something like that, you know. Totally agree. Been back in the gym since start of May, but I literally watch every minute on the clock and push myself to finish as early as possible so I can get home to the family as soon as I can. Sanguinis, I appreciate you and appreciate that, but you need to look after you first and they'll get a better version of you. They just will get a better version of you.
I like to do the 5 whys that if I'm, right, tomorrow morning, I'm going to do this exercise. And then I get to tomorrow morning and I'm lying in bed awake going, why aren't I up yet? Because I'm too tired. Why was I too tired? Because I was worried about the clock. Why were you worried about the clock? Because I have sleep anxiety. Why do you have that? And then you end up going, instead of exercising, you actually end up unpacking something that it's not an obstacle for next time because you've gone through it.
Well,
so then the next time that you're in bed and you're going, I am going to get up because I've answered some of my questions, which help fill in some of the jigsaw pieces as to how I've gotten here.
Well, also, the very ironic thing is sometimes you're like, why haven't I got up yet to go to do my exercise? Well, because I'm too tired. Why am I too tired? Sometimes the answer is because you're unfit.
Yeah.
And then you get that vicious circle. I don't know how many of these I've caught or not caught, so I'm going to apologise. I'm going to say thank you to Mr. Svenholi for 1. Thank you to Mouses for 5 gifted. Thank you to Christopher Sam for PlayStation Gloucester for 5 more gifted, because I think I haven't mentioned that one yet. And thank you, Mordy Hammer, for 5 more gifted. 120. We're 30 away from a T-shirt giveaway. We're 30 away from a T-shirt giveaway, which means we're also 80 away from a double T-shirt giveaway, which means we're 130 away from a triple T-shirt giveaway. Dedicated Duck, what a great name. Thank you to Skull Tier membership, you're a hero. I've just bought Costco Danish and Belgian slices. I'm definitely in the wrong room. I bet they're nice though. Joe bought a Costco cake for Kyle for his birthday.
Oh my word.
And I had a slice of that on stream last Thursday, and now I've been off sugar for a while. Oh my God, I struggled.
Yeah.
Oh my, I nearly turned my face inside out.
It didn't take long for me to have a slice and then like the addictive buttons to go ding, ding, ding. I need another slice and to be like, no.
I will add a caveat, chat, by the way, as well, right? I'm going to try really hard not to turn this into a little bit of a rant at the same time, but I'm going to add a caveat, right? When we talk about this fitness stuff and getting in the gym and pumping fucking iron and all that kind of stuff, and eating healthier and looking after yourself so you're a better person there for your family, right? Blah, blah, blah. Okay? Please, chat, please. I urge all of you, when go for a jog or go to the gym or do some brisk walking or start lifting weights or I've got a dumbbell for my office. I've got another dumbbell for the work, right? Eat healthier. Buy better food from the supermarket. Better still, if you're in the UK, I urge you to do this. This is an expensive choice. I'm aware that not everyone can do this. Please, please, please try thinking about supporting local butchers and farm shops, because it's better than the supermarket, it just is. Because it's not shareholders and big fucking corporate dickheads taking loads of money. It's literally supporting your local people. So, like, we use our local butcher. Lucy's got a relationship with him, not like that. And it's great. And she's going to probably... Are you going to the butcher's tomorrow? Do we need to go to the butcher's tomorrow?
I need to have a look in the freezer.
We have found that since we've been eating meat from the butchers, we now eat less. So actually, it's not worked out that much more expensive. Because we eat less because it's more quality meat.
Really strange, isn't it?
Yeah. So do all these things, right? Do all these things. The one thing I would ask, however, don't become one of those road bike riding, lycra wearing knobheads.
Oh.
They cause problems today.
I was a cyclist. I haven't gotten on my bike in forever, but I never wore the lycra. So do I fall outside of that?
I don't feel like you're
like
my target demographic
no, that's
right
terrible.
here.
Not riding Miss Daisy. Not that one.
You fucked off down the road like a shit Mary Poppins, right? I don't. You're not my target demographic here, Luce, when I talk about cyclists on the road. Because 9 times out of 10, you'd actually be on the fucking pavement. Hold your opinions. Drivers are dickheads. So she's on the pavement because it's safer, especially when there's kids in tow. But I'm talking about the ones where you're on a 60-mile-an-hour limit on a winding road that's barely wide enough for 2 cars, and then fuck off. Go to a velodrome or something. Get off my fucking road or pay tax. Something.
Get off my land.
Get off my fucking land. You're not from round here. Anyway, just don't be one of those people, okay? Don't be one of those people. Is all I ask. All right?
My favourite memory was when I put James in the child seat on the bike. And all I heard from our front door was, "Go on, Mary."
Go on, Mary. You did look like Mary Poppins, I'll be honest with you. Can I just wear the lycra? Yes, if you send photos. And lycra is for virgins. To be honest with you, there's 2 times I wear lycra shorts. When I'm mountain biking, because I have padded ones for bike seats so I don't get arsehole sores. When I used to play rugby, I used to wear lycra as well. It's like because if you on your back in a ruck, right, with rugby shorts, your fucking leg up, right, like that, and someone saw your bollocks, they try and stamp on them. So you wore cycling shorts.
Do rugby players have a particularly low sperm count then?
2 shots, 2 kills in there, thank you. So no.
So the cycling shorts. Did you see some other poor soul get?
I've seen far too many horrific testicular-based injuries in rugby to not wear cycling shorts.
God, I can't imagine the pain of that.
There is some bad. There was some bad stories. Yeah. So. Anyway, I like where I live, as we have 30 miles of off-road paved trails. Sounds perfect, Morty Hammer. That's fine. Liam is a younger Jeremy Clarkson. That's what I'm going for. I just need his money now. We should go up to Diddley Squat and be like, I'll take your job when you die soon, probably, because you're old.
You'd probably have to join a queue.
I feel like I fit the bill better than most.
I'm so glad Clarkson's Farm is a show. I'm so glad.
I love Clarkson's Farm.
Because for ages and ages, I was thinking, I don't understand how the farmers are making money. I don't get it. Because anytime I go into a farmer's shop, it's always fully stocked, which is great, but that's surely a bad thing because it means no one else is buying it. And then the supermarkets are always running out of stock. But I don't understand how... And you know, when you sort of look at a situation, you step back a bit and you think, how is that? Why aren't the farmers just putting their stuff in the supermarket? I don't understand why that's not happening. And then you dig a bit deeper.
Christopher Sanford says, this is a very Hampshire opinion, Liam, and I totally get it. Ashley said, if it's warm when I cycle to work in jeans and a t-shirt to save petrol money, am I still a wanker? No. You're not one of those all the gear, no idea people, right? I live in this city with a decent cycle network. People that cycle on the roads are fucking mad. Correct. And yes, Cass, I say yes. I haven't mountain biked for a couple of years now, but me and Brum are thinking about getting out again soon. But that's all off road. We don't go on the road with our bikes because cars are fucking lunatics, right? Lunatics. I fail to see how riding a bike means you're somehow guilty of tax evasion. Because if you drive a car, you pay in the UK, you pay road tax. If you ride a bike on the road in the UK, you don't pay road tax. That's why. One of my mates was a farmer, shot himself when he lost 200 lambs. Oh, that sucks.
Oh my god, how did he lose that many?
That sucks.
Also, theft on farms is a real problem.
I forgot to tell you,
well.
fuckers. There's 150 of you that stayed till 10 to end of stream. We're still, however, I'm afraid, we are still 29 members away from a t-shirt giveaway. I forgot to tell you people about the Pleasant Kenobi interview because it's been a little bit longer than I would like before I release that interview. I'm trying something at the moment, chat. Right, I'm going to share this with you right now. And and there is I honestly there is a cost to this, which is another reason why I keep an eye now on super chats and gifted memberships and what have you throughout the evenings. We have recently been approached by a editing studio who has seen and watched the channel about doing editing work for us. I currently don't have an editor, and my little mind still thinks of myself as this tiny little channel who's like, surely I can't be a channel who has an editor who works for us, who edits our content. However, we're looking at ramping up content with AOS, etc., and adding more stuff into the mix in the future. And so this channel, what's it called? Approached us. It's not channel. This company approached us about editing for us.
Deus basing 120 Hormagaunts count as cardio?
No cardio means 5 gifted membership. Fine, chat. Go. So I've engaged an editing studio, which is exciting because I've never used one before.
Women want a second kid. Guys never want to get it in the balls again. Which is more painfully?
He's right. Average British nerd. Thank you for the 5 gifted. So I've always had it in my mind that we're too small to have an editing team. I should just do it all myself because I'm a tiny one-man band. But we're not a one-man band because I've got Joe and I've got got Kyle and Brom and what have you. But I'm thinking about I'm currently at the point where we're trialing a new editing studio for the Vince interview, and when they provide it to me, we'll decide whether I go live or not and what the cost is going to be. But if they're good and their costs are reasonable and we can keep our revenue up, then we will be using this editing studio for many, many more things in the future, which means we could significantly increase our content output, which is terrifying considering we already do 7 streams a week most weeks. But we could be adding a ton of pre-recorded content to that stream-based content. That's exciting. Be excited, Luce.
Wow!
Thank you so much, Jill, Thomas and Stuart, for 5 gifted memberships. You wonderful human being. You're all wonderful human beings. That's 129. We're now 21 members away. Just 21 members away.
Just 21 members away. Just 21 members away. So if you want to let me know when you're in the studio, we're just 21 members before we got to go.
I always thought it was 21 seconds to go, just 21 seconds to go, but it's not true, is it?
No, because it's 21 members away.
It's 21 seconds to flow.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I Googled it last night.
I swear it's been go.
No, I Googled it last night.
Just 21 seconds to go.
No, 21 seconds to flow, just 21 seconds to go.
So it's flow and then go.
Yeah. I Googled it last night before
So
I
there is
posted
a go in there.
I Googled it last night before I posted it in chat to make sure I got it right. How long does it take you to edit? If your time is worth more than that, they charge no brainer. That's the difficulty. Actually placing real value on my time is really hard because of when you do this, you really undervalue your time naturally. So, who is playing who next week? And are you showing off new mission decks? Use the cults and the sororities. So on Tuesday, we have Kirioth in the studio, who's coming to play with his all-tank list. We will be showing off a new mission deck, as long as I can build the new scoreboard properly. And I'll probably be showing off new Sisters of Battle Codex. Thursday, I think I'm playing Joe. I'm just going to quickly check. Wait one caller, Mr. The Big Bad Peter Gaming. Stream schedule. Thursday, I am playing Joe, and I will be playing Sisters of the Battle variety against Joe. We won't be showing off Genius of the Cult because we do not have a Genius of the Cult army. Tony Winnick, thank you for the gifted membership. You're a legend. Yeston, thank you for the gifted. You're a legend. Alex, you beautiful human, thank you for the gifted. You're a legend. You're all fucking legends. Percentage of members who remember that song. Probably a shockingly high number. So, thank you so much, you beautiful humans, for all of those beautiful gifted memberships. You're amazing. We're up to 130. Well, hang on. This one says 135. And this one says 132. So I could tell you we're 15 away, 3 times 5, or I could use this one because it makes me more money.
No.
Smarvin! How's it going, dude? You made a stream! Look at you! Thank you for the gifted, you legend.
Are we saying that wrong? Is it Smaven?
Smarvin.
Smaven.
It's what I say it is. Have you started that full narrative project yet? That's going to have to come after the AOS launch, Elect Man, I'm afraid. Kirioth on the stream and I'm fucking working. He's bringing an all-tank list. He's posted some pictures of it recently. It's amazing. Big Bad Pig Gaming, thank you for the gifted. Up to 134. The giveaway bot's live, by the way. Just to let you know, it's live. Bull, thank you for the gifted. 135 gifted memberships. 15 to go. 3 lots of 5, or 6 lots of 10, or 10 lots of 20,
Stop
or
it.
8 lots of 50.
We're not doing maths on a Friday night.
8 lots of 50 will get us to 150, all right? T-shirt attempt. Smarvin, am I saying it right, or am I getting it wrong?
Smaven.
Smarvin. I reckon it's me.
Smaven.
Is it Smarvin or Smavin? Is it Loose or me? Pick wisely. Pick
I'll
fucking
let you
wisely.
have it, babe. I'll let you have it.
One of them is not counting self-upgrades. Good, it shouldn't. Shirt giveaway, let's go. Well, if 8 people gift 50, we'll have loads of shirts. If 10 people gift 50, we'll have even more shirts. That's my eldest baby in from work. The weekend hath arrived. Gonna hang out and paint in Discord voice chat tomorrow. Sounds amazing, Dave. Liz! Oh.
Must you shout?
Yeah, the kids are awake, aren't they? So it's fine.
Yeah, my
Thank
poor
you.
eardrums. I'm in the same room as you.
On the drive home, I had the window open and Luce shit herself every time a motorbike went past. Thank you so much for 10 gifted Liz of the Brant variety. Redacted 83. Thank you so much for 5 more gifted. That is 1 fiddy. It's like tree fiddy, but less.
There's so many people almost at a hat trick. I'm going to struggle to keep up. I'm just going to ding the bell like
Does
10
Cass
times.
still want to be? Steven said, does Cass still want to be a mod? Is that what he's still going on about that? It gives me more of a reason to be excited for the launch of 4th edition. Amazing. Yeah, that's our focus right now, Elect Man, to be honest with you, is 4th edition OS. 150! The giveaway's now live, chat. Right? So Luce is digging out a loose fact right now.
I've already got one.
If you...
I got one.
Right, sometimes there's
yeah.
things we do for camera and television.
Oh, okay. Go again. I've got it now.
Fuck my fucking life.
Ready? Action.
So Luce is currently digging out a loose fact right now, which
Ooh,
means
which one shall it be?
Which means you have the time it takes her to search for a loose fact, plus the time it takes her to deliver said loose fact, to comment in chat. If you comment in chat,
T-shirt attempt.
thank you, Marvin. If you comment in chat at any point, right, in the chat, what do I need to get the hat trick? Gift, donate, a super chat, super thanks, merchandise, upgrade membership. That's the 5, right? If you comment in chat at any point now until the point where loose fact finishes and she's currently searching, you'll be in with a chance of winning a t-shirt. Nightbot tells me that currently we have 41 eligible people in with a chance of winning a free t-shirt. If you win a free t-shirt, you DM me on Discord, or you can message the email address or whatever you want to do. Right, all you do is tell me your size, your preferred top 3 colors in order from preferred to non-preferred, the t-shirt that you would like, in your address, and I will order it on Monday morning and get it shipped out for you. I will warn you now, for all the t-shirt giveaways, I organize them on Monday mornings because it's my admin time. Okay? Okay. Beautiful. Oh, look at all these people who weren't talking all night who are now talking. Maybe if you were talking all night, YouTube would put us on the fucking front page, and then what happens is more people come and join. Look, the numbers are going up now.
I don't want a high number.
I want 1,000 people a night.
That's too high. I won't be here. That's too high.
You will be here.
No, that's too
You
high.
will
That's too
be
many.
here.
That's too buku. I don't like it.
Too buku.
I don't like it.
You will be here. You will.
No, I won't.
You will.
Got myself a Great Hall shirt from Raven earlier. Does that count towards a ding?
Yes. A Great Hall shirt from Raven, exclamation mark Raven, does count towards a ding.
Ooh.
100%.
Who said that?
Christopher Sanford, PlayStation Gloucester, who's also super chatted and gifted. You're distracting her from searching for her loose fact that she definitely hasn't already found.
Jill's just asked me if the chat can have a D-Day based fact.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm going to need another 5 minutes.
Okay, you've got 5 more minutes to put a comment in chat.
I got 5 more minutes
Or
to search.
you have, in fact, got another 5 more minutes to super chat to get us up to our... Do you know what? Friday nights used to be our most monetized streams, and they're not anymore. Which I'm okay with, because they're still fun.
Okay.
But it's just interesting. There's been a bit of a shift. Because we used to hit like $200 in super chats every Friday, and currently we're at £84.79 in super chat revenue, which YouTube will take a third of, by the way. Oh, I need to be clear, by the way. I'm okay with YouTube taking a third of it. It doesn't bother me. That's fine. Okay. Can we get Joe a shirt with my face on? Why, Steve? I mean, maybe, but why? 999 is the limit. What do you mean, Alex? 199 is the limit of what? Members? No. We beat that before. We've beat that before.
I kind of love and hate doing war facts. I love it because it's a wonderful opportunity to shed some light, but I hate it because I don't know if it's a true fact, and I would honestly hate to get a fact wrong for this.
Yeah, I get that. I think Big Bad Pity Game when we go up to 5XL. I think. Look. 5XL. We got to 5XL on t-shirts. Our merchandise store's starting to look pretty good right now. Makes me happy. Exclamation mark merch. In fact, I'm going to do it for you.
Do you know what shocks me every time I see old photos of D-Day soldiers in the time is that they're so baby-faced.
Of course. Viewers on stream before Luce bails out. Yeah, absolutely. If we get to 999 live people and hold it there, that's fine, because she's a thousands too much. Ash, thank you for the 79 pence, you legend. Love you. That gets us up to £85.57 strictly, right? You've hit 85. I have hit 85. Our target is 100 normally. We keep that as a secret target mostly. But I share it with the people on the Friday night streams, because you people are the loyal people. Late live, Jaco, don't admit to being late. You know what happens when you're late? There's a fine. What's next on the t-shirt creation front then, Liam? Got some stuff in fire. Yes, I got a draft from Scrivo yesterday that I approved. He's working on that actual image this weekend. It's a death strike. For a t-shirt, could you have one that said, not another knob pick with an orc knob in the Polaroid pick? Yes, we can do that, Charlie Tango. That's a great idea. I love that idea. But we're not doing another orc one for a while because we did the last one was an orc one. Right. We've got a Death Strike one going from Guard. I'm trying to get like one from each faction before I then double up on comedy t-shirts. I want a genuinely, chat, honestly, I want 50 t-shirts in chat. I want in the merch store. 50 good Warhammer comedy t-shirts that are relevant to everybody in the merch store. And then I work on the SEO, get the SEO working, get those t-shirts out there to everybody. Anyone could buy them, whether they know the channel or not. And they're all kind of funny and brilliant. I want to get there. But 50 t-shirts, I pay £100 per t-shirt design. So if we sell 10 t-shirts of the design, we probably just about make the t-shirt design cost back. If we don't sell 10 t-shirts, then we don't make the design cost back. That's a problem. So yeah. I want to get 50 t-shirt designs, but that's 50 times £100. It's £5 for design fees. Thanks, Ash. You're a legend. Love you. Here's a good one. How many bottles of Coke did Coca-Cola sell in the first year? I have no idea.
Probably a lot, because I think it actually had cocaine in it.
Did it?
I think.
Ah, it was a great time to be alive. I've never done any illegal drugs ever.
No, I've seen people on them.
Like, not even like cannabis. Nothing. But it helps that my military career and then my railway-based career up until 2 years ago were all drug testing.
For a t-shirt, could you have one that said not another knob pick with the orc knob in a Polaroid pic?
I kind of love that idea. I might back that idea. Great Hall T-shirt company, new venture, invest today. Exactly. Smavin, says Marvin. Marvin said it says Smavin. It actually says Marvin because I said so. When's the tournament t-shirt coming for Hellstorm event? I need to work out how many of you have actually bought tickets, leaving us, and whether it's worth doing. But I'm highly likely to put that t-shirt out there. Not a cult t-shirt. See, there's a problem is with some of these t-shirt designs is that they are very specific to channel people, and I'm trying to make generic stuff, right? So, 2 orcs, 1 cup. With our weather in the UK, why obsessed with t-shirts? Because I'll go out in t-shirt and shorts no matter whatever the weather is. We're in summer now. Is it currently
Yes.
How do you say it?
Meteorological.
Meteorological.
I think so.
Currently in yeah, that one. We're in that summer. Meteorological.
The M word.
Meteorological. Summer right now. We're in summer. Shorts and t-shirt. Summer. Shorts and t-shirt summer, unless I'm on a bike, then it's jeans. I've worked in a pub for 12 years, never been drunk. Really? That's interesting. I've been drunk a lot. I'm gonna annoy him with copyright infringement. Sure. Have you found a fact yet?
I've gone for a really, probably very common knowledge fact, because I'm absolutely terrified of getting the fact wrong on something as important as D-Day and veteran stuff. So I've gone for a really
okay.
Most of you probably know it. I just do not want to. I'll happily get a bollocks fact from my book, but I'm not doing bollocks facts for war stuff.
So, chat, Luce has got, is it D-Day fact as Jill requested?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got one. Ash, I don't understand your question, by the way. We are, if you're all about my super chat total tonight, we're on £90 now, right? So, there you go. But we do have time for loose fact. Straight after loose fact, I'm going to draw the giveaway for the t-shirt, right? So, if you haven't already, comment in chat right now to be entered in with the chance of winning a free t-shirt, right? All you got to do is comment in chat, anything you want. Luce will read out her fact.
Did you want the D-Day fact and the fact book fact?
We'll do the D-Day fact first,
okay.
And then we'll do the fact book fact, right? And we'll draw in between.
After. Oh, okay.
We'll draw in between. Okay, so when she does the D-Day fact, we'll then draw the t-shirt. Okay. At that point, when she decided her D-Day, is it the D-Day fact is just a fact?
Yeah.
It's not a loose fact. It's a fact.
It's a fact.
Okay, cool. I'm going to get the giveaway bot open. Right, beautiful. Okay, are you ready, chat? You ready for the first fact? As requested by Jill, a D-Day based fact.
The average age of a soldier landing on the D-Day beaches was 21.
I actually kind of thought it would be lower.
So did I.
Because you see a lot in like museums and stuff and on programs about people like lying to sign up at like 15 years old and stuff.
Yeah.
I actually genuinely thought it'd be lower than 21.
The only photos I've seen of a person I cared for, he joined the Navy. He was drafted. So not D-Day, but it looked like dress up. And his best friend lived on the street he was in. He was from a little village. And he said to me it was the most amount of people he'd ever seen in one place at one time, because the busiest room he'd been in was either a classroom or church.
Oh, okay.
And his photo looked like he was playing dress up, and that's the first time that I saw, because I feel like teenage boys now look older than they used to.
They do.
So to see him in his Navy gear,
I think we can. I actually think we can change that to teenage in general.
Yeah.
Look older than they are. But actually, Jill just said it's no age. Actually, if you think about it, if you think about the amount of people that deployed to D-Day, actually 21 isn't an age.
No.
That's quite young.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, that's quite young. Amazing. Christopher Sanford, Police Station Gloucester, did win the giveaway. Who did put a comment in there earlier saying, "Do I want another free T-shirt or not?"
Well,
that's a nice problem to have, isn't it? Honestly.
how wonderful to be troubled by such a problem.
Neil Woodall says 22 is the average age in the American cemetery in Normandy. Wow. However, is that the actual recorded age or the actual age due to fibs on sign-ups? That's interesting, actually, Adam. Didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
21 is nothing, actually.
Maybe
when you really... So I was like... my gut was like... I felt like it'd be less than that. But actually, 21 isn't an age.
No.
That's young.
I said to Dad when we got our wedding photos, because I've always looked young for my age, and you were clean shaven and in your number ones.
Number ones.
Your number ones. And I said to my dad, we look like we're playing dress up. Why did nobody stop us? And he said, you're both over 18. What can we do?
I totally wanted the Orc one. You can have the Orc one. Do you want the Orc one? Is that, or did you order one earlier? Is that what you're saying? I don't know what you're saying to me. You can have the Orc one because you won the T-shirt. Gift it on. Are you sure? Gift it on. If you want the Orc one, you can have the Orc one. You've won it fair and square, or we could gift it on. Chat. He's all about gifting it on. I'll get one next month from the store. You've won one, you fucking idiot. Why would you buy one? Chris, it's yours. Everyone, look at this generosity from Chris. Everyone gift one membership right now.
Maybe that's why everyone looks so baby-faced in the pictures, because they fibbed.
If everyone gifts one right now, we get to 300. I'll give away 4 T-shirts. Hey, what? Because baby-faced, because they fibbed.
Yeah.
There was a lot of fibbing going on. It's not like now where there's lots of digital records of people all over the place. It didn't really exist back then, if you think about it. So your documents told you your age and people doctored the documents. I'm sure mate gift it on. Okay, we're going to re-roll it, chat. We're going to re-roll it right now because he wants me to gift it on. What a legend. We're going to re-roll the giveaway. If that isn't worth more gifted memberships, I don't know what is, right? But he says, I'll get one next month from the store. I'm sure mate gift it on. What a fucking hero. What a hero. I don't. This feels like. I tell you what we're gonna do. Okay. Yes, and thank you for the gifted. Here's what we're gonna do, chat. Right. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm in a good mood tonight. If you think about the title of the stream, I'm in a good mood tonight. Here's what we're gonna do. Right, Chris. We're gonna gift it on, and you're gonna get an Orc T-shirt. I think that's fair. Right. Because of his kindness and his generosity, despite the fact this will cost us a little bit more, because of his kindness and his generosity, we're going to gift it on, and we're going to give Chris his Orc T-shirt as well.
Aww.
Right? What a lovely thing for him to do.
Yeah.
So let's do a lovely thing. I always say this, a good deed deserves a good deed.
He's a lovely police station.
He's a lovely police station. A good deed deserves a good deed.
Yeah.
I'm always about paying it forward. We're going to pay it forward right now. So Chris has just done a good deed. I always say to everybody, try and do one good deed every single day, and the world's a better place, right? Thank you so much. Deep Fryer Gaming for one gifted. Alex for one gifted. I think I said it. Thank you to Yes already. Dats and Des for a gifted. David for a gifted. You people are amazing, right? So we're going to gift it. Chris, you still get a t-shirt, by the way. I'm re-rolling it right now, and you still get an Orc t-shirt. Facts. If fucking Cass wins, I'm going to quit Warhammer. Thank fuck for that. Mikhail has won himself a free t-shirt of any variety he so chooses. Simply Brazen, thank you for the gifted. Jill, thank you for the gifted. There you go. Pure generosity. Well, I love you lot, and we're not here without you lot, so I can't be anything but generous to you people as best as I can be. You're amazing. All these gifteds coming flying through now is amazing. You people are incredible. Thank you so much. All right. So now, Mikhail's won one. I don't know if I'm saying this right, by the way. Mikhail's won one. And Chris is going to get himself an Orc t-shirt as well. Both of you make sure you DM me with the details I asked. I want the t-shirt that you want, the size that you want, your preferred colour from your favourite to your least favourite colour, and then your address. Okay? Dedicated Duck, thank you for 10 gifted memberships. Did you just...
And he hat-tricked.
He hat-tricked.
He hat-tricked.
What a dedicated duck.
You guys.
What a dedicated duck.
Do you want my fact now?
If everyone gifts it on, does that mean that everyone will eventually get a free t-shirt? Well, no, no, because it'll bankrupt me. Huzzah. It doesn't work that way. Damn, this is the first time I'm actually winning something. Get yourself a Discord if you're not already, my dude. DM me on Monday morning. Expect to reply if you haven't given me all the details that I need. But on Monday morning, I will get them organised and ship them out to you. Chris, this includes you in your Orc t-shirt, all right? And don't try and lie to me because you've made orders before, so I know your address. I'll get one out to you and it'll be the wrong size, okay? Actually, I can probably look at the sizes that you've ordered previously as well. So don't lie to me because otherwise you just won't get the colour that you want. So if you two make sure you DM me on Discord, exclamation mark Discord to get yourself in there if you haven't already. And then you can tell me your size, the t-shirt that you want. Check the sizing guide as well, because some people that have been ordering have been, oh, it's too big. I'm like, yeah, because US sizes and UK sizes are different. So check, there's an actual size guide. Check the size guide on the website. Check the size, the t-shirt that you want.
You're making me blush.
Well, I'll put it away then. Check the, give me the colours that you want in order of, like, say, black, green, orange, and I would prefer black. Green's my second choice, orange is my third. On the off chance we have a colour that's not in stock, I don't want you to be waiting too much longer. And then I need your address as well. If you want to give me your email address and phone number, I can give you the tracking information. Otherwise, it tells me when it's coming to your house, which is also fine, by the way. Okay? Right, cool. Okay, anyway. We're done. We're 70 minutes over. Fucking love this job.
We're not done. Do you see, chat? Do you see? He tries to elbow me out the chat. Apes laugh when they're tickled.
It's true. Joe laughs when I tickle him.
You're so horrible.
It's true. Joe laughs when I tickle him.
I'd like to know what person got close enough to an ape to tickle it and it didn't rip its face off.
Me, yesterday.
No. If someone said to me, that ape over there, it's the friendliest towards you, can you tickle it for me? No. No.
Well, I mean, the biggest question is about the first person that tickled one. And there's a couple of questions when you think about it, right? Is first of all, were they like, what if they don't like it and they rip my face off, right? And the second question is when they went, I'm a tickler ape. Why was that there?
Do you know what? I woke up today and I thought, today's the day we test the strength of an ape.
Who was like, I'm a zookeeper, I'm enjoying my job, I might tickle an ape. Interesting.
What do they tickle it with? A feather? Feather duster?
Your fingers. You have to make that noise as well.
Well, see, my telescopic feather duster, I could probably, safe distance, give me a bit of a running start in case the ape doesn't like it.
Adam says, aren't we apes? Some of us, closer than we'd like to admit, Adam. Anyway, we are now 20 minutes over with nothing left to talk about. Sorry, Luce, I almost cut your loose fact off then. It's because we had the D-Day fact, and I was like, oh, that's the fact.
Yeah.
That's why. So, okay. Right. You people have been incredible as always. Thank you so much. We didn't end on the super chat target, but we smashed the members target. So thank you so much. We ended on £92.53.
We got the best chat.
We have got the best chat, which means 60 quid after YouTube's cut. That's hard sometimes to stomach. But anyway, thank you so much. You people are incredible. The super chat target is irrelevant because the membership goal, you guys smashed through it. Thank you so much. I love you for doing that. You smashed the membership goal most streams this week. Honestly. What?
I didn't ding.
Marvin didn't get a ding. Why not? What does Marvin do?
Hang on, let me refer.
Right.
Gifted and super chat. Did you buy something, Marvin?
Oh, hang on. Yes, he did.
Oh wait, that's better.
He bought a lick to front graphic tee.
Oh.
You needed to... Jake, I love you very dearly, right? But you need to tell us if you buy something on the merchandise store because it doesn't just let us know. We have to go and look for it to see that if it's happened, right? So... sometimes what we do...
I see you, Jake. I see your order. Thank you very much.
Sometimes what we do, if we really want to make we have to do this thing where we make the Australians feel like they're at home. Don't we?
What? Oh. Just for you.
Just for the Australians.
They're probably going, oh, I see now.
Yeah, oh, that's what he looks like properly.
Yeah. Have you ever done the thing where you put googly eyes on your chin and then you turn upside down and then it looks like you've got a mini head because your mouth is upside down?
No, I've never done that.
You put googly eyes on your chin and then go upside down and it looks like another little face.
Oh.
With eyes and a mouth.
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. We did our bit for the Australians. I've never done that, Luz. I've seen it done. I know what you're talking about. There we go. Back to normal. Oh, he says he thought I did. If you didn't super chat it, I wouldn't fucking listen to you, would I? It's your own fault.
That looks so weird watching you talk upside down.
You have to spend money to get my attention, chat. That's how it works. All right. Thanks from Oz. Right, you fuckers. Thank you so much for hanging out. You people are amazing. I love you dearly. And not the Kiwis as well. And the Kiwis as well, of course. In fact, I have Cannes Marcy, and you've probably seen it on stream, a New Zealand rugby top. I don't have an Australian one. There's a story all myself. I have it. I like the Kiwis. I have a New Zealand rugby top. Okay. Good. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out, you wonderful people. You have been amazing. I have enjoyed your company. All week, in fact, you've been incredible. I actually think it's been a great week of content. Yeah, the first Liam and Joe show wasn't the best. The streams have been amazing. The game streams have been popping off. We've had loads of fun with chat plays. It's been a good laugh, lots of giggles. I feel like the Wednesday topic was really interesting about influences in our space. I feel like the Thursday Liam and Joe show was really interesting about force observation charts. I feel like it's been a great week. I actually been really happy with this week of content. I'm finishing this week going, I've had a good time.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it.
Empty cup.
Empty cup, exactly. That's thank you to you. Tomorrow, I'm off to Twickenham, the home of English rugby. I'm off to Twickenham to watch my club side Bath take on Northampton in the Gallagher Premiership final. So I'm going to go enjoy that tomorrow. So check out Instagram, which is linked in the video description if you want to see any of those kind of updates. I'm trying to put a little bit more real life updates on there, just be a bit more influencery. I get
that was an accident.
Influencery, I guess. Anyway, check out that. Sunday is a bit of a chill day for me. Or actually, Sunday morning, Cass, be prepared. Saturday morning is gym session number 14 in a row. So you can check that out, which will probably be on the OnlyThanes or in the Fit for 40k thread. I then have to go and install the new scoreboard at the studio. I'm actually going to be working on Sunday, which is my normal day off because I've got stuff to do to get ready for new mission deck on Tuesday. On Monday, we'll be back at 7:30 with a hobby stream. Come and hang out with us then. Tuesday, there's no Liam and Joe AOS show, but there is a game in the evening at 7:30 with Kirioth. Wednesday, we come back with the Warhammer show. Thursday, we have the Liam and Joe AOS show and another live game of 40k, and then we return next Friday with this show all over again. Have a wonderful weekend. I hope it's filled with hobby and happy and family time and chill time, and you're not too stressed, and you'll have a lovely weekend. You come back energized for Monday. Anything you'd like to add to that?
I'm looking forward to Monday. I'm going to start sewing my patchwork bum cushion.
You can't see it, but she's literally doing this.
I'm going to start sewing it.
Yeah, okay. On stream?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I can hand sew it. I don't need the machine for it
Beautiful.
yet.
There we go. Okay, you people are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you in the next one.